Alright, chat. Hello. Hi. Sorry for the technical difficulties earlier. We should be good. Where are my Joy-Cons? Oh. But hello, Charlotte. Hello, Mikey. How are you both doing? We're gonna be continuing the Aerodactyl. I probably have to set that up again. Set up the soft resets. Alright, so this is gonna be encounter. My left Joy-Con is not out on. Encounter 751. Doing well, hope I'm doing well. I'm doing pretty well. My stomach hurt earlier, but now it's not hurt. Not hurting. My day's good. Yeah. Nothing crazy. It's only like 11 a.m., so nothing bad. Okay, so got that. Now we roll that forward, my bad. Creation sync, hello! Hi. So now we go back here. We don't really have to be exactly on the Aerodactyl. Because... Oh, hi, Snowrun. Look at Heliolisk run. So it was like, it's probably like around here. Then we load change the date, then load it up. And we'll make sure it rolls. But how are you guys doing, chat? How are you all doing? What day is it? Is today Thursday? I thought it was Friday. Whoops. Taike, hello! Hi. Where's my calendar? How do I... Oh, it's Thursday. Weird. Thursday my time. Okay, so let's check the gender of the Aerodactyl. That's Mammal. Next one is gonna be 753. Don't know why that bot was so late. Yeah, the thing about Aerodactyl is just it just takes a while to encounter. Cause they're flying. Oh, I didn't check the gender. Next one. I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure it's rolling. But yeah, it just takes a while to encounter the Aerodactyl. Cause look at them fly. I can't reach them from down here. Come here, buddy. Bum. You're grinding Honkai Star Rail again and you're tired AF. That is so valid. Male. Beast, hello! Even in what? Whatever my time is. Morning. Which is not evening. Yeah. I think if I streamed in the evening, it would be morning for you? Are you female? Are you a female Aerodactyl? Still male. Okay, we're rolling a lot of male. You don't know? So, let's say evening, like 5 p.m. my time. That's like 6 hours from now. No, I guess you'd be sleeping. You'd be like sleeping or it'd be early morning. Maybe? Fossils are 75%. Oh, got it, thank you. I thought it was 50-50. Okay, we got the female, so this is rolling. I love the Owl House. No spoilers in chat for those who have not watched it yet, but definitely worth a watch. Just keep in mind that towards the end, if it feels rushed, they had to rush it because the series got cancelled by Disney. But I think they wrapped it up pretty well. But, yeah, it's very, very good. It is a very, very good show. Like, top favorite show, honestly. Like, top 5. You enter, say one thing, and McDonald's starts lying about how nice it is to work there. Oh, you got a McDonald's we're hiring ad. Oh. Aerodactyl, look at me. That is 820 pum. Oh. Blatantly false, it's offensive. That sounds right. Honestly, I feel like a lot of ads are just straight up false, but... You got a weird ad? Huh. Yeah, I feel like a lot of ads are weird. I'm not an ad watcher. Or an ad fan. I miss old ads, to be honest. Like, the infomercials. They were just, like, harmless fun. Like, Zoo Pals. Well, kind of harmless. Like, it's just like, they had gimmicks, but it wasn't like, yeah, you should work here because it's good to work here. People start splicing in, like, videos of people throwing smoothies at the McDonald's employees. Like, yep, it's so great to work here. Customer service does not get respect. Or sorry, food service as well. I meant food service, but customer service too. They were somewhat better as a kid? Yeah, I feel like the as seen on TV ones were just so funny. Kill pain and bounce hormonal mood swings opening up, you liars. You don't think ads got worse, you just know better? I think that's fair. I kinda just miss the goofy ads. Like I feel like Zoo Pals just had a song, and that... I know that the strap behind that is, oh yes, the kids will not forget the Zoo Pals song. So they'll always want a Zoo Pal. But that song was kind of a bop. But yeah, ads overall are not great. Watched a lot of TV after you got home. You could speak out all the ads for the top 3 channels by memory. Every ad for weeks until some new ones came because you remembered all of them. I feel like that's how it works. Like, yeah, as a kid, it's like, they give you the ad break so you can pee. Or so they can, like, you know, get money. The channel itself from the ads. But you end up just memorizing it all. But yeah, I think a lot of ads are not good ads. If it's for a good cause, I think that's a good ad. But good cause is also subjective. Like, you don't know if one word can be like kind of sus and that's why they need ads. Or... yeah, I don't know. There are a lot of layers to this. I think let's just have fun watching the entertainment, you know? I don't want no interruptions in the middle of it. If I'm watching Pokemon, I don't want to see... I can't even think of an ad. I don't watch cable anymore, so I actually don't get ads I don't get ads much. Even subscription services, like, I kinda dodge the ads. Not because of the subscription service tier or anything, I just dodge them by legal means. Completely legal means. So, like, do you guys believe in Aerodactyl today? But final thought on the ad thing is it's ads are all part of capitalism. That it's just what they do. Hello, Aerodactyl? Hello? My dude? Thank you. Alright, let's run a prediction actually. Let's run it till let's run a prediction till 850 encounters. Will a shiny appear within 850 encounters? This prediction will only appear on Twitch's side because YouTube doesn't have the extension. YouTube streams actually do not have a lot of extensions, which is not ideal. But yeah, Gamba is up. With not real money. Channel points. A digital currency that means nothing to your survival. 0 point Dutch Gamba. Big believer right now, yo. We are approaching charm odds. So it seems about right that we could get it here. Or it can take another 500. Or it can go 5 times over odds, like the pincer. If it meant nothing, then why are laws saying no you don't? Maybe it's the idea of getting into it, where they're like, nah. It's very much legal in America, though, which is why we have Vegas. So that's why that's a thing. Come on, Aerodactyl, you can make it. You can do it. The weather has been like either blizzard or clear, blizzard clear, blizzard clear while hunting this Aerodactyl. I hope it shows up on a clear day. Bum bum bum. It's legal, but you have to file a ton of paperwork. No, that makes sense. I feel like the paperwork is something to make it... It's tougher for someone to lose their life savings if they have to go through a lot of paperwork, you know? Most companies don't want to bother doing that for a trivial European country. I see. I see what you're saying. So you're saying like Twitch's end would be paperwork with the country to be like, hey, can we run these? And then they have to sign a bunch of stuff. Subscribe gives you a high rate of points and sub lose money, so the wall is like a. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I forget about the sub rate increase. But like the biggest thing for subscribing to me is actually the ad removal. Other than that, like I don't care about the other features. Like for me as a user of Twitch, like I just subscribe to people if I'm trying to dodge ads. Like I don't use channel points all that much. You like the emotes? Oh, the emotes are cool too. I should really add more. What are the odds for this encounter? 1 in 1,365. The hamster is a follower emote, which is very nice. I don't think I've been increasing this. Come on, Aerodactyl, come here. Nope. 799. Also, if you guys have Amazon Prime, you could take money from Amazon and then use it to dodge the ads on Twitch. It should be free if you have Prime already. If you don't have Prime, then you can't get the free Prime sub. I'm surprised they still have that feature on Twitch. Like, I expected it to get removed, like, 2 years ago. It's still run by the same company. Yeah, I'm just surprised that, because I'd imagine Amazon's like, Twitch is taking up a lot of resources. The Prime subs are also helping us lose out on subs, so let's remove the feature. I mean, in the long run, they profit way more from having an Amazon Prime account. Because the Prime sub kind of just subtracts, like, $2.50 from them. From that total Prime subscription. It's September? September. Save 25% this month? Nah, I Oh, if you, like, okay, back to my first thought. Definitely just subscribe if you can afford it. If you cannot, totally, like, there's never any pressure to sub. Like, the only thing is, like, the ad dodging. Which I have the minimum amount of ads anyway, so hopefully that helps. It's not a huge issue. My second thought. If you ever subscribe to a Twitch channel, be sure to do it on, like, a desktop or something, because if you do it through your iPhone or Android, like Google or something, they upcharge the price because it's through the app. The Switch in locked mode boosts shiny odds in breeding. Oh, does it? So, in my video, it felt like that was true. I have not done research on that, and I don't think anyone else has either. It kind of just felt like it was true. So there's no research done on this. It felt like a correlation causation situation, but it doesn't mean that it's true. I thought about doing the research on it, but I was like, nah. If someone did it, though, and it ended up being true, that'd be crazy. Because I just remember the times that I harvested eggs undocked, because I was watching TV or something trying to harvest eggs for my egg video. I just didn't get a shiny. It was much more rare than if I docked it. From the feels of it. But it could have just been a coincidence. You're on mobile because you're chilling in bed, but you want a sub or gift. Hop on your PC real quick. I think that's the move. There's no way that's true. Yeah, I was just like... My only theory on that is like the power being drawn to the Switch is stronger, so maybe it hits like the right frame. But other than that, like, nah. it shouldn't work. But now I'm giving people placebo. That video's giving people placebo. To be like, yeah, dock mode is the move. It's funny because I think the year that I dropped that video, people were like, yeah, dock mode has actually worked for me. I was like, oh. But again, it could just be like confirmation bias. Like, the likelihood that it's confirmation bias is so high, because I really don't think there should be a huge influence between docked and handheld. If dock switch boosts shiny eggs, why did it take you over 2,000 hours for Ponyta? Nah, it's just your trainer ID. It's the opposite. Borderlands out today, heard it has big performance issues. Classic optimization. Is Tiny Tina in it though? So, Mikey, on your end, your trainer ID increases the odds for handheld shinies. Me spreading misinformation. Whose misinformation? Where is she? Where's she been? I feel like that's the issue with new games. Like, lately, it seems like the bigger games that have dropped lately just have had performance issues. It could have been, like, I don't know. Maybe it's another deadline thing. They're like, ah, it has to be out by September 11th. I don't know why they chose that day. What if your secret ID is 666? Then you're just meant to suffer in hell. you do not get shinies all that easily. 777 though. Every Pokemon you encounter is a shiny. Oh, my bad. Aerodactyl, come here. Give me 793. Maybe I should, at some point, if Aerodactyl goes pretty over odds, maybe I should just egg hunt it. I just swapped off of eggs before, I swapped off of eggs for Aerodactyl. Because Pinsir was right before this hunt, and it took almost 3,000 eggs, so I kinda just wanted to move away from eggs. But yeah, I hope Borderlands becomes optimized over time. I really do think that's just been the thing with new games as soon as they drop. Like the AAA ones. Like, they're not optimized very well. At drop, which I feel like if games get the rep that it has poor optimization, it does ward away their sales. So shouldn't they learn their lesson by now? Like, I feel like the company should know at this point, you know? Wait, is Gearbox still working on Borderlands 4, or did the companies change? Sorry, I'm asking a lot of questions. Or that was my one question, but I was switching topics. Come on, Aerodactyl, you can do it. Most of these hours are still the pincer, by the way. It's still more than half. 34 hours for one pincer was crazy. I can't believe how fast that Kangaskhan showed up. You were locking your door and your neighbor's cat came running for a cuddle? Wait, that's so cute. Before you lock it! Let me cuddle. Little baby. Feeding the cats but doesn't live there? Ah. So she really needs some extra attention. Aww. Grab your neighbor's key! Visit every hour to play with a cat. So, like, you guys come here often, or? Me with antics. Okay, to be honest, I'm out of topics. Whoa, what happened there? Like the recent— oh, I forgot tomorrow's the Nintendo Direct. I keep forgetting. 6 AM, 1 hour, my goodness. Anyway. 6 AM PST. Definitely not 6 AM for a lot of people here. If anything, I think it's 4 AM for the one person in Hawaii. Genuinely, you did that one time when you were a cat sitter because the cats in question were actually a little too young for their owners to be on vacation already. Hello. I'm dying. It'll be 2 p.m. for you? My goodness. I feel like the last time there was a Nintendo Direct at 1 p.m. PST was 4 years ago. Maybe 6. I feel like it was in 2019. No, I think... Dude, I don't remember when the last one was. Monster Hunter Story 3! Oh yeah, huh? I think they'll showcase a bunch of the games that are set to come out soon. And then announce a few new titles. Nintendo thinks nobody sleeps. I mean, to be fair, I guess, I think 1300 UTC is the best time for a majority of the globe. It's just not ideal for West Coast hemisphere and sorry, West Coast of the West Coast hemisphere and further. Kittens, they were about 75% ragdoll, so they were real pretty and soft. Ragdoll and kittens are so cute. When Beanie was a baby, like, he would just ragdoll so much. Oops, my bad. He still kind of ragdolls, because he's a chill cat. Look at him in a box now. He's in a box. He's big now. Hello, webcam. Ah! That's an HD cat. I took this picture yesterday. I need to find a baby photo. A little kitten photo. That is a relaxed cat. He's a very, very chill cat. The only times he's not chill is when there's food coming. Or if there's food on the counter. Crunch. Mlep. Why does this look like it looks like a movie scene? Why does this look like... Why is it formatted like a movie screen? Blep. We'll watch everything after work like tomorrow is stacked. Honkai Star Rail stream with 2 huge new characters and the possible epic conclusion of current plan at Nintendo Direct will hopefully new things about Pokemon and other games you'd be interested in. Marvel Rivals gets their new season update with a plethora of new skins, events, and a new hero. I'm gonna keep saying, I think towards the end of the year, there's so much stuff that comes out, it's overwhelming. Like they're prepping for the holidays and they're trying to end the year with their yearly goals. But my goodness. There's so much stuff. And they're all competing with each other. Are these all tomorrow? Like, that whole list is just tomorrow? One time you were giving one of the kittens scritches under his chin and he tilted his head backwards for it and then fell asleep with his head still backwards. Ah, that's our baby. This is how Beanie used to sleep when he was younger. I'm like showing baby photos. He's so embarrassed. Come here, Aerodactyl. Dang it. Oh, that's tomorrow? My goodness. That's so much content. He was so tiny, oh my gosh. He was so tiny. Now he's so big. Little baby. Oh, he was look at him next to Cranch. He was so small. And Cranch actually treated him like a little baby. And then he he became like a year old, and then Cranch was like, I want nothing to do with you now. They used to cuddle so much. A picture of this kitten's been posted. Please! I keep thinking that's ice cream, dude. Becoming a cat mom. They're not even my cats. I think I'm still more of a dog person. But I wouldn't be opposed to getting a cat. I do hope that tomorrow in the Nintendo Direct, they drop more games on the Virtual GameCube. Maybe they're dropping the bigger games. Because I think they've dropped Mario Strikers and Chibi Robo. And Chibi Robo's pretty niche. It's got a pretty niche audience. Mario Strikers they remade, I think, so they could have just dropped that. But the bigger stuff, hopefully. Considering how much you've cat sat, you were a cat mom without legally owning one for sure. So valid. Like, I think I'm still a dog person. I see Poochie in Yoshi's Woolly World, I think is the game name. I've never played it. The wool one. The yarn one. And I was like, yo, Poochie hits. New exercise game? Ring Fit Adventure 2? Yo. Cause yeah, you can't use your Joy-Cons on the old Ring Fit. They could. You're an animal mom, you suppose? That's the life, though. You see a creature, you go yippee. I feel like that's how it should be. You're just like, oh, look at that guy! Oh, look at that guy! And then you experience joy every time you see one. Just roam in the streets, or if you see them in the window. See them through someone's window. You get more experiences of joy just walking around. You birdwatch? Dude, I feel like birdwatching is actually, like, the vibe. I think if you birdwatch, you're living a fulfilling life. Cause you're just, like, chilling. You're one with nature, you're grounded, and you're, like, at peace. take it. Yeah! I can see another Ring Fit, though. I think Ring Fit did pretty well. Not as well as we... Well, we Fit... Actually, let me check. Wii Sports Resort was definitely the most popular, but that came free with your Wii. Wii Fit... How many copies sold? Wii Fit had sold 22.67 million copies worldwide. That's worldwide. Ring Fit Adventure, how many copies sold? $15.38 mil worldwide. Sales significantly increased during the COVID-19 pandemic. Oh, that makes sense. You found a photo of E.T. Boy? Oh! Little kittens! I'm on my way. Oh, pouch! Little pouch. Little guy and little pouch. Yes! Brian, hello! Hi! Whoops. I think Wii Fit sold more because movement games were a new thing. And the Wii was more catered to, like, a family console. So I think those sold more and pretty well in the time. I think Ring Fit actually still sold pretty well for modern days. Because I think after the Kinect, people were kind of tired of motion stuff. But the Ring Fit had a pretty unique premise. And some pretty good workouts. But yeah, the amount of copies sold makes sense. That's my guess. That's my guess. Like, I've definitely not done the research on this, so I'm just guessing. Like, I think 15.38 million is pretty good for Ring Fit. This song is a bop. I love this song. I think this is one of the most iconic Mario songs. It's just so good. You told your sneakers to a secret they promised to keep it on the down low. That's a knee slapper, my dude. Ow! I'm like clapping, I don't know if you could hear it. Little rabbit, yes. If you guys got photos of any of your pets, please share. I love looking at animals. Oh, baby bunny. Come on, Aerodactyl. That's a baby bunny. What a little guy. Your mirror and you are in a complex relationship since it reflects on every little thing you say, so it's pretty complicated. Whoa. Complexicated. I need blue wing Aerodactyl. Just steal Charizard's wings and then bam. You get shiny Aerodactyl. Do you think Pokemon will make, like, rarer shinies? Like they kinda did with the square shinies in Sword Shield. But what if they had another shiny variant that's incredibly hard to find? Like a 1 in 10,000 odds kind of shiny. Nick Gamer, hello. I would be down to do a 1 in 10,000 shiny hunt. Shiny squared? Yeah, like that was like the closest to a rarer shiny, but they didn't have that in Scarlet Violet. People wouldn't even know for sure if it's real. If that happened. True. Like if they said like, yeah, there's like a chance you could get a rarer shiny. People would be like, what? And then people would reset for months. And be like, I haven't gotten it yet. I don't know if it's real. And then they'll look on social media and someone will be like, oh, I got a starter and it's ultra super shiny. And people will be like, what? Playground rumor shenanigans? Yeah. I feel like that was especially true in older games. I think it's easier to confirm it now, especially with the fact that people can data mine. I don't like data mines pre-launch, because that's basically a leak. But after a game drops, I kind of do like hearing about some stuff. It depends, though. Rumors crying, ruining the secrets. Actually, yeah, it's basically impossible to have a secret in games now. Because you can just look at the code. I mean, they still exist. But they're pretty obscure as well. Or it's not well known if it's super obscure. But the big stuff, yeah, the ultra shinies would if they ever add them, they would be revealed. Well, actually, I think it depends on the popularity of a game as well. Because Pokemon Mystery Dungeon DX, people don't know the exact shiny odds for those Pokemon. I tried to look it up, and I couldn't find anything definitive. There are some substantial words, but there's nothing definitive as to what the exact number would be. But mainline games, I'm sure. I'm so sure. People can just look and be like, oh, yep, this is a thing. I do miss earlier internet, though. It was so much harder to find secrets, which could be infuriating, but also more rewarding as soon as you discover how to do something on your own. In a video game. Like, if I'm playing Pokemon Crystal for the first time, it was harder for me to look up where to go. Unless I clicked on a forum that happened to ask us the same question. Yahoo Answers was an archive of that, I'm pretty sure. I vaguely remember Googling Magcargo purple. Why? And if I looked that up now, I'm sure I would get a question phrased similarly to that to get the answer like, oh, yes, that's a shiny. But if I googled it back then, I got very, very old results. And not related. It's like trying to learn Braille without using the internet as a kid. Yeah, the Reggies. Yeah, you actually had to buy the game guide if you wanted to. If you wanted to figure out how to do that. Not only the Braille, but you had to have Relicanth and Wailord at some point, right? I think the Braille tells you. No, they hint it. Even the hint, it's like... I can't tell. Alright, come here, Aerodactyl. Bro's flying in circles. What other game can they drop tomorrow? Pikmin 5? No, probably not that soon. I would love a new Paper Mario game. They remade The Thousand Year Door. They could remake... They could remake Super Paper Mario. Because that one had, like, motion control-esque features, but with the Switch 2 mouse, they could remake it for the Switch 2. Diogo, hello! Yeah, now we're approaching 850 encounters. But we're still under odds. Relicanth you get, but why Wailord? Big. You had to have them in, like, different party spots as well. Yeah, they had to be in specific party spots. What was the record? Record for... Can you clarify that question? Also, prediction is over. No shiny yet. You forgot about the Nintendo Direct already? I kind of forgot about it earlier as well. Most encounters? The longest for this challenge has been Pinsir. With like 2,900 something eggs. When it comes to wandering encounters in this challenge, this is the highest because I've only hunted 2. This is my second wandering encounter hunt. And, because Kangaskhan took 56 encounters. You'll probably watch after it airs because it's gonna be like 6 AM PST, right? Yeah, I think I'm gonna wake up for it because I love watching Nintendo Directs. I love watching them live. I think last year I didn't watch them live, and then... Which... I think was kind of the move because they didn't... like, the Switch 2 was slowing... Sorry. The Switch 1 was slowing down. News on them, so... I didn't miss too much. The only thing I was super excited about was Mario and Luigi Brothership. Because that series was theoretically dead since the company that worked on it went bankrupt. Or went down. Binary Crimson, hello! How's it going? It's going well, it's going well. Also, prediction is up again if anyone wants to gamble for the 950 encounters. Will we get a shiny within 950, which is an extra 100? over here. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. But yeah, how you doing, Binary? Hope you're doing well. How was your Hollow Knight stream, Dusty? Aerodactyl, you big meanie. I'm gonna, like, make the SpongeBob drawing. When Patrick was in class, and drew Mrs. Puff as a big fat meanie, but instead of Mrs. Puff, I'm gonna make an Aerodactyl version. Man, that episode was kind of infuriating, because Patrick didn't get in trouble. It has to be yes because you want to see one before you go to sleep. I hope soon. You're great. Shocked how fast the game loads up on the Switch 2. Oh yeah, the Switch 2. Processing power definitely stronger than Switch 1. I think it saves a second. Live until Aerodactyl shiny pops? I'll be live for about 3 hours today. I think I've streamed for 1 hour so far? Yeah. So I'll end at about a little before 2 PM PST. Doo-doo-doo. 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 But yeah, tomorrow, early stream for the Nintendo Direct. And then I'll take a break from stream for a few hours, and then come back for Mega Pokemon. Probably still hunting this. I don't know if we'll get this today. We could. But will we? Will we? Hollow Knight, pretty sick. You might try for a longer stream on the weekend and maybe some Guilty Gear. I'll definitely watch for Guilty Gear. I still want to play Hollow Knight, so I think I was lurking earlier. I think I kept a tab open. But I wasn't watching it because I wanted to play. But Guilty Gear less story based, so I can probably watch that. Oh, I played some 2x KO yesterday. Apparently, I really am just a heavy game, heavy character kind of player. I'm just a grappler. Like the big tanky grappler. I think my best play really is Punish. Golf! Hello! Hi. Welcome to Aerodactyl farming, where a lot of these are normal looking Aerodactyl until it's not. Super Mario 3D World? Yeah! Man, I used to play such a wide variety of games. I still have an interest to do so. I just haven't been as much lately. I'm still trying to think about which... in the back of my head right now, I'm trying to think about which, events I should enter, because I entered a video game, fighting game tournament in February. And I registered for Smash Ultimate and Street Fighter. I'm still thinking on the other two. Like, I kind of want to do Rivals. I kind of want to do 2x KO. They have DDR. I kind of want to do DDR. Like, I don't know. Whoops. Am I planning to play Hollow Knight first and Silksong? Yeah. Because I think there's probably some context, right? Like, Silksong is the sequel? You probably don't need to know the previous lore, but I like to go in order of game release. Def do DDR, but I cap at 4 events. I've got 2. If I add DDR, I can only add 1 more. Charizard got me hooked on big bodies. I think I've always liked the big guys. They just hit so hard. Like, I used to play Bowser in Brawl, I think. No, I played Charizard in Brawl. Melee, I played Bowser. Balatro? Yo! More for gameplay than the lore, though? Gotcha. I'll play... I don't know when. It dropped near Pokemon. Like, Legends EA drops next month. So I'm like, Please Coliseum drop on the virtual GameCube soon. I gotta... I got a shiny hunt in that game. What color is shiny Aerodactyl? The primary, instead of the purple, it's like a light pink. And the purple on its wings are... they turn blue. The wings are the easiest indicator that it's shiny. So I'm just keeping my eyes out on the wing color. I played 2xKO, I got a close beta code. Apparently I did. I think it was before the... It was the last time 2xKO was open. It was still a code thing. I think I got a code, but I don't remember how. We'll finish Silksong before getting P5 done in Hollow Knight. P5? Wait, Persona 5? Come on, Aerodactyl, you can do it. You can shine, buddy. What do pterodactyls eat? A pterodactyl. They ate fish, insects, small vertebrates like lizards, and baby dinosaurs, and even carrion. Grass. Okay, so we need to get a bunch of Magikarp and feed them to Aerodactyl. It's the only way to bring out the shiny, or attract a horde of non-shiny Aerodactyl. But you know. Aerodactyl, look at me. Who didn't hear me? Hello? Thank you. Ancient bird eating ancient bird food, aka whatever fits in their tum. Definitely not Relicanth, because they're still around for a reason. Whatever fit in their tummy. I think Wishy-Washy could be a really tasty Pokemon. Is that just me? Like, they're kind of like anchovies. Can Pokemon make a Club Penguin? But it's got Ice-Cube and Delibird and Piplups. You don't like seafood, so you wouldn't know? That is valid. I used to not like seafood, but it got better over time for me. Gotta go by. Bye, golf! Thank you for swinging by. And I hope you have a good rest of your day. Lobster seems tasty. Lobster. Lobster. What if it just tastes like water? since it's a water type and launches a bunch of water from their Sans Gaster Blaster. But yeah, I do want Pokemon Club Penguin. Pokemon could make a... They kind of did. Dude, the Pokemon Dream gimmick was actually really fun. Unfortunately, browser games were like kind of starting to die around then. But it was fun. Does anyone remember that? Pokemon Dream. It was during Gen 5. Pokemon Dream World. Slowpoke tails are eaten and are not described as watery. I just imagine Clawser to have a bunch of water in them. Because I just always imagine that blaster to be fueled with ammo. And the ammo's always water. Dream World was awesome. I miss that feature. It was such a short-lived gimmick. Like, Pokemon Cafe has lasted longer. No shade to Pokemon Cafeers. I actually do like the cafe mechanic as well. But I feel like Dream World is also, like, pretty up there. Come to think of it, aren't we mostly water? You're right. You're right. I don't know why I thought clouds are just full of water. Like a water balloon. Wishy-washy most closely resembled sardines. Sardines are pretty good too. Banger food sardines? Yeah. I actually like sardines. But yeah, I did not like seafood for the longest time. Like fish. I did not like fish for the longest time. But eventually, my friend showed me this, like, fish place. It's like a poke. It's like sushi, but bowl format. And I had never tried it, and I was like, okay, maybe I should eat, like, salmon, because apparently that's good for me. And I didn't like it too much at first. But when I drenched it in the sauce, it was pretty good. And then I started to just like salmon more over time. And then salmon spread to... No, I think it's just salmon. No, actually. Kid me liked anchovies. I don't know. I was very particular when it came to fish. Sardines are like one of the most traditional dishes in your country. Oh. Here in America, our most traditional dish is burger. Fast food burger. I think about the state of restaurants and stores here in America, and compared to other countries, because apparently Japan's 7-Elevens are really, really good. Mitaru Gulber, hello! Little cat. Plink. Oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, like 7-Elevens are just, they're so good in Japan apparently. Like, top of the line food, very convenient. And if we go to a 7-Eleven in America, it's like, the pizza's been out for a while and they could have a parasite that can eat your brain. That's what I heard like 10 years ago. It could have been a rumor. Wait, let me check that. 7-Eleven pizza parasite 2015. Bacteria. They sold muffins with listeria. Oh, wait, that was Japan. Eggs with listeria. Does everything just have listeria? 7-Eleven. Parasite risk is so high that pregnant people are strongly discouraged from eating sushi. Yeah, I think our FDA guidelines are very, very lenient, and they've been increasingly more lenient. Had a turkey boiga with a thin protein bun. It was yummy and healthy. That sounds like the move. Speaking of... I was also thinking about McDonald's. Like, I think the McDonald's here in America are also kind of not great. I don't think they're great in other countries as well, but I think, I don't know what it is about America, but everything feels dirty. Including our food. Like, if you go to a McDonald's in France, apparently they sell macarons. And people were saying that the France McDonald's bops. But no idea. No idea. Parasite risk is high. Pregnant people are struggling to discourage from eating sushi. Meanwhile, in Japan. Yeah, America. McCafe. Oh. Sorry, I keep stuttering. I actively avoid eating McDonald's. Just because I've heard a lot of stuff. Menu is different, but the quality doesn't differ that much between European countries for as far as you know. Don't know what US McDonald's tastes like. We probably have the worst McDonald's. I just feel like our fast food chains are just not good. I feel like a lot of our food is not good. But yeah, that was my thought on McDonald's. The biggest one really is 7-Eleven though. Like, Japan loves 7-Eleven. Alright, Aerodactyl. Me clapping my heels together, hoping it spawns. This one grocery store sells fried chicken Already made and it's better and cheaper than most of the fast food chicken in your province. Ooh. Five Guys? Oh. I do not like Five Guys. But I think it's the fact that they use peanut butter oil. Because I don't like peanut butter. If you have a peanut allergy, do not go to Five Guys. Like, it is definitely not- you can't get anything without a risk of peanut cross-contamination. Japanese 7-Eleven has everything? Don't know about other countries, but in Canada fast food is so pricey, especially without coupons. I think it's raising in America. So actually, I'm not sure, because I can't compare to Canada. I don't know what the Canada prices are. Here, their sandwiches look prettier than they taste. You liked Five Guys more in Spain, though. Oh, compared to America? No, that sounds right. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you were craving it more as well. Maybe it hit the spot. It could have been the location as well. Like not every restaurant is the same. Because you get different people making the food. There are also some stores that are like, okay, be sure to add less. Be sure to add less of this portion to your food. And then some people working there are like, yeah, I don't care. And then they just add like a good amount. The prices have been rising all over the place here in the Netherlands as well as in the US. Yeah. Jugol, hello! Quite new to Shiny Hunting and Sword Shield. You notice that the Aerodactyl is already in the sky when I reload the game. Doesn't that mean it's the same Aerodactyl? So, in Sword Shield, this is a wandering encounter. It could be the case if you saved before. But there is an exploit where you can set up and keep rolling a new Aerodactyl. I believe it's called the Strong Spawn Reset. There's a video on it on YouTube that could provide a better guide. But basically you go to a raid den, you connect locally, and then you swap the day, you roll it forward. Then you exit the raid den, go to where the wandering Pokemon spawns, and then save there, close the game, roll the day back, and then it should be rolling a new day each time for the same day. So in that case, it's always a different seed. If that makes sense. There's a way better explanation on YouTube. But this is rolling my Aerodactyl, so I'm getting different genders. So I've done this method before as well for other shinies, so this should be rolling. So it's also rolling the shiny chance as well. Chipotle employer. I will say I worked at a Chipotle for a while. And I'm not big on Chipotle. So I didn't like they gave us like a free meal if we worked there, which is pretty nice. And I like tried things on the menu like, will I like Chipotle if I do this? Will I like Chipotle if I add this or that? And I was like, it's fine. It's not my favorite thing in the world, but I can eat it. And I remember... Am I able to talk about this? YOLO. I don't remember signing an NDA. Actually, let me check. Does Chipotle have NDAs? just won't say it for now. If I remember, I'll let you know. But yeah, I do not like Chipotle that much. That much I can say. For sure. Chipotle owner isn't watching the live, you think? I just want to be sure. Like, I don't want to get sued if anything goes. Because getting sued costs money. I don't want to be sued. I have to get a lawyer or something. But yeah, did that explanation make sense, Jugal, for the rolling? The Aerodactyl rolls? Man, I'm craving sushi now. I'm craving sushi. Come here, Aerodactyl. Okay, give me 1 second. It does sound quite complicated. You will have to look it up for more details. That would be the same situation for those daily static encounters in the wild area. Oh, I think the daily static encounter... Wandering and static, I believe, are the same. So you could use the same tech. The same exploit to roll them. The only thing, though, to keep in mind, is that if you haven't finished the main story, like you haven't defeated the Pokemon League, you cannot get a shiny wandering Pokemon. Or static Pokemon. No matter how many times you roll, like, they shiny locked it. For some reason. I'm surprised they did that. But you can only do this method after you finish the Pokemon League. I've only done 1 shiny hunt and shield for the static encounter Altoon in Route 2. Ooh. I really like shiny hunting in this game. I think soft resets are the move. It's just chill, you know? Obstagoon has a great shiny too. Like, it's so good. It's like toothpaste. And the colors pop. I like Zigzagoon a lot as well, but the colors are just so bold. So, are we getting sardines for the Aerodactyl, or? Who wants to go to the grocery store, get the sardine covered in olive oil can? Throw them my way. Then I'll throw them into Aerodactyl's mouth. Stinky. Hey, Aerodactyl, we can get sushi. We can get sushi together. No? Okay. Does not want sushi. Do you think Rhythm Heaven blindfolded runs are gonna come back? As soon as that Rhythm Heaven game drops, people are just gonna immediately play the game without having ever played before. Like, blindfold run, let's go! I've never played a Rhythm Heaven game. I really, really want to. I love rhythm games. Funny how you always eat vegetarian sushi, but you're not a vegetarian. You just don't like most fish except for shrimp, and even then you have to keep it at a minimum. No, that's fair, that's fair. As a kid, I always got a California roll because I just did not like fish. I did not like straight up raw fish. I don't think it helped that I had like one tuna roll one time as a kid because I was told to try it and then I threw up. So that probably did not help. I don't think I threw up because of the fish though. I think I threw up because I was car sick. I threw up a lot because I was car sick. Maybe they want me, like, I don't want to feed Aerodactyl Tyra, they're chilling. Avocado and tamago. Ooh, wait, that sounds really good. Veggie rolls? Oh, wait, that sounds so good. You were car sick as a kid too all the time. Whatever you had at the moment will be cursed forever. Yeah. I feel that. I think I had... Dude, I loved this soy milk from this restaurant. It was like warm soy milk. It was so sweet, and it was so good. And I had some leftovers, so we took it to go. But I got so incredibly carsick one day that I could not drink it anymore. It like changed my stomach. Or it changed my crave for it, my craving. After that, going back to the restaurant, I was like, no soy milk. That's why you hate strawberry milk? No! I love strawberry milk. But I also understand the reasoning, because I can relate there. I feel like there were some other things that just did not hit for me. Come on, Aerodactyl, you can shine, you can do it! Oh, hello? That's okay, take your time, buddy. Manifesting. Everyone, get out your candles right now! Light them on fire! And then leave them unattended! Don't do that. Nope. 921. Man. Not your Labubu's. Not the Labubu. Everyone, light your Labubus on fire to manifest a shiny Aerodactyl. I feel like the most flammable toy that you can use as a candle for a good while is like the troll toy. No, it's vintage troll toys. Okay. Sorry, they made troll toys for the movie and I forgot that was a movie. Oh my gosh. Why do they look like this, dog? They're kind of horrifying looking back. But these guys, I feel like could be pretty flammable and work as a candle for a good while. If anything, I think these things should burn, so... You think the troll toys would light easily but burn super fast? You know, I see it. That is true. You gotta, replace the plastic part with something not meltable. They wouldn't last, it'd be like a flash and then poof, the hair is gone. It's like witchcraft. Let's put the troll hairs in a boiling cauldron instead. We need troll-shaped candles, that's what I'm saying. You had them as a kid, they don't burn, the bodies are solid. How do you know that, Sam Lizzie? How do you know the bodies are solid and they don't burn? Aren't Crayolas designed to be used as an emergency candle slash flare, or were you lied to as a child? I actually don't know. I didn't hear that fun fact or rumor. Crayola emergency candle? Crayola unused vintage crayons, emergency candles, jumbo candles. Maybe the earlier Crayola used to have like backup candles, but nowadays, since we have electricity, probably not as much. But yeah, they had a brand dedicated to candles, or dedicated as candles. Kind of need a wick. Yeah, they sold them with the wicks, it appears. It says vintage. I don't know if they still sell these, but eBay, Etsy, Etsy. No, they don't sell these anymore. The more you know. Wow. Can't confirm if it's on purpose, so... Wax crayons make good fuel because Yano the wax? What is Yano? You went through a phase of marking your stuff with a little burn so your sister can clean your stuff. Ah, you're like 6? Ah. Oh, you know. Ah, I see. Well, I'm glad the troll was not super flammable, if you could burn it and mark your toy. BRB going to buy some vintage crayons just in case you get lost in the woods without your phone, which will be 100%. Oh no. I like how there could be like a candle store next to you, and you'll be like, no. None of these are crayons, so you'll go to like eBay to get the vintage candles. You'll go to a pawn shop. $929. You want it in fire truck red? I want my vintage crayon candles to come in all 64 colors. Or sorry, all 128 colors. I need the mega box of candles. Oh, you know what would be a cool superpower? If you had a crayon and it was like fire truck red, brick red, seafoam green. If you had the superpower to like light that on fire, alternatively you eat it. If you like broke the crayon, it spawned whatever you broke. Like, Fire Truck Red just spawns a fire truck. Brick Red spawns one brick that you can chuck at the enemy. That sounds like a cool, unique superpower. I feel like so many people just have, like, telepathy, teleportation, flying. One brick. You just get the one brick. You don't get multiple, that'd be broken. You can just spawn things you broke. Yeah, like you break a candle and then bam! Sea Blue spawns the sea. You are what you eat, and that's why I'm a 2007 Ford fire truck. Yeah, if you ate the crayons, you can become the thing. You can be a brick. Baby Blue spawns a baby? A blue baby? You know what? I want to see all the crayon flavor colors. Crayon colors. All of them. There are 120 standard colors. If you break a maroon crayon, you summon Maroon 5. You summon one of the Maroon 5 members. You break 4 more maroon crayons, you summon the rest of the members. There are 5 of them, right? I assume they have- it's 5, because there's 5 in their name. But sometimes that's not the case. It's like 17 K-pop. There are only like, not 17 members. There are not 17, I don't know how many though. Forest Green spawns a whole forest. So will Periwinkle spawn the flower or the snail? Both. It'll spawn a periwinkle colored snail. Periwinkle. Periwinkle. Can't speak. You think there's a My Hero Academia character that does that, but with animals? They eat squid and can turn their arm into a tentacle? That sounds fire. But it's not a crayon. Lip red spawns lips? If you break the mango tango, you get 2 mangoes that are dancing with each other. It'll be a distraction. For a stealth mission. Distract the enemy, run past them. There's macaroni and cheese color! You can just spawn macaroni and cheese if you're hungry. No, this is broken. Like, these are basically just capsules that you carry with you. And if you get hungry, you can just get mac and cheese. No, this is it, dude. This is my OC. We knew it was broken when we spawned the whole sea and the forest. Volcano orange. Is that a thing? A volcano red? What the hell is this? Permanent geranium lake? We just spawn a giant lake? It's red. Is it a red lake? Maximum red. I'm not seeing any volcano color. There's asparagus green. Granny Smith apple green. Screaming green. It's just the color green screaming into the void. Crayons are easily breakable. If you have one lava red in your pocket and it breaks, oopsie! Tango 6 going dark, eats a black crayon and it turns into a silhouette like a character you haven't unlocked yet. Oh no! New challenger approaches. Strawberry color? You can spawn a strawberry. You can spawn a tropical rainforest. Wait, no, this is hella broken, dude. You can spawn outer space. Is that a crayon in your pocket, or are you happy to see me? Oh, it broke. Oh, oops. Skin crayon. Gold crayon? Yo, you're rich! What if it's fool's gold? Rickles, hello! We're currently talking about what's it? We're imagining if someone had the power to break or consume crayons. If they consumed it, they became what they ate. And if they broke it, they spawn what they broke. For example, periwinkle. They spawn a snail. Pink flamingo. They just spawn a pink flamingo. Orchid. You could just get a garden right there. Wild watermelon? That's either a watermelon that spawns in the wild, or it's a really crazy watermelon. It's an insane watermelon. Jumping all over the place. It's a wild strawberry? Okay, wild strawberry also goes crazy. Pikachu yellow. Spawn Pikachu! Finally! Watermelon goes rogue. Rogue watermelon. Shamrock, and you spawn in an MMA fighter. Can Shamrock to fight for you? It can be anything. Wait, they got gold 1, gold 2, and silver. You can also spawn copper. Is it like copper like bronze, or copper as in, oh, you'll never catch me, copper? you just spawn a cop. The possibilities are endless. Your Minecraft username used to be Rogue Pumpkin before it was Ubies. I like that name. Copper penny. Just spawn 1 penny. If you carry 100 of the copper penny crayons, you can get 100 pennies and make $1. Or you can carry around the gold crayon to just spawn a brick of gold. A bar of gold. And you'll be rich. This is my OC. Just kidding. Just a random idea. Aerodactyl, you didn't shine during any of that, right? Probably not. 4 away from the prediction ending. Aerodactyl wasn't into it? What? That was such a good idea, Aerodactyl. You didn't like it? We should spawn a shiny Aerodactyl crayon. As a child, you only wanted crayons or colored pencils. To the 200 colored pencils? I feel like when you get like the big bulk of crayons or colored pencils, you're like the popular kid. You're like, that's so many colors! And then everyone surrounds you and wants to be your friend for your colored pencils. Chat, I had a random core memory just unlock the other day. So, I was a very quiet kid. And I was on a school bus. We were going to a pool, I think. Or a beach, one of the two. It was a trip. And I, as a 7-year-old, had my head leaning against the bus seat, because 1, I was motion sick. And 2, I was really tired and just wanted to see if I could sleep through the bus ride. And the kid next to me was like, is she sleeping? Is she sleeping? Oh my gosh, she's sleeping! Everyone look, she's sleeping! And like, people started surrounding me, like the kids were surrounding me, the volunteers were surrounding me on a moving bus, and I'm just like, bro, I'm trying to sleep. Like, I'm awake through all of this. And the kids around her like, is she really sleeping? Oh my gosh. And I don't know why this was such like a huge deal. I'm just trying to sleep. Other kids have slept on the bus before, but for some reason it was unique if I did. And then eventually, the kid who called me out on sleeping was like, oh, she's not sleeping, she's faking it! And I'm like, I'm trying to sleep! I didn't say anything throughout all of it, because I didn't want to, like, be like, yo, can y'all, like, back up a bit? Prediction ended. Oh, thank you, thank you. I was in story time mode, I zoned out. And, like, the kids and the volunteers walked away and went back to their seats, and this kid is still next to me like, I know you're faking. I know you're faking. And I'm like, I know you know I'm faking. I'm just trying to sleep, man. Like, should I have just opened my eyes like, I'm trying to sleep, or do I just ignore it and be like... I was a trendsetter. They all yearned for nap time. I wanted nap time, but I couldn't because this kid was like, I know you're faking. This the whole time. I don't remember what happened later. Like, I ended up not falling asleep, and I eventually just opened my eyes, and my eyes are like readjusting, and the kid was like, the kid didn't say anything when I opened my eyes. Like, I don't know if they just thought I ended up falling asleep eventually. Or if they already said their point. Like, I wasn't trying to fake. I was just trying to sleep. Definitely should have said something. I was a quiet kid though. I generally did not speak. Like, yearly throughout the school year, I would speak 4 times throughout the school year. The teachers did not dare call on me because I would cry. You also would have not said something though. I firmly believe I should have said something, but as a kid, I did not say something. So to be mute. Yeah, I was just shy. To be honest, I kind of envied kids who were, like, really confident, to the point where, like, obviously they made, like, dumb choices, but I feel like that's the time to make dumb choices, you know? Like, as a kid, I was like, I don't want to do anything wrong. But as an adult, I was like, man, I wish as a kid I did things wrong, because as an adult, you can't do anything wrong. You can't just, like, ride a skateboard down a hill as an adult, because you're just straight up... People would be like, damn, this adult's fucking dumb. But as a kid, you're like... They'd be like, oh, that's a kid. Yeah, we should keep them from doing that. Embrace the cringe? Exactly. To be cringe is to be free. You used to fake sleep to dodge talking to the other kids? Oh, if I was awake, I would have not spoke to them. People didn't talk to me that much, because I was so shy. I was just tired. I was like a 7-year-old with insomnia. I actually did have trouble sleeping for a good majority of my life up until 3 years ago. I fixed my sleep schedule 3 years ago, and I don't dare break it because I don't want to. I don't want to get insomnia again. Not because you didn't like him, you were just shy. Yeah, just like being shy, you just do that, you know? You've had trouble sleeping since, yes, just, yeah. Valid. I just wish it was easier to fall asleep. Like, if it's a necessary body function and your brain needs that, why brain say no, you know? Like, it's self-inflicted brain. You just gotta do it. And then you feel worse and can't sleep because of that? Exactly. It's not useful. Like, brain, why you do that? What if we were living in the wilderness and we couldn't sleep and we just like collapsed from being too tired, wandering around in the open? Then bam, you're in danger there, brain. Plan ahead more, brain. Always the suckers on watch, you get. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like you're watching over the tribe at night. I mean, isn't that a thing? Like, you can be a night owl, you can be an early riser, you can be an afternoon waker. I think that's like a thing. Yep. Hmm. You are a Sag hamster. Which would you guys say you are? I used to say I was like a night owl. But now when midnight hits, I'm just so tired. This song sounds like a jungle track at night. This is Hazy Pass Mystery Dungeon. I don't know which mystery dungeon. Night? Hmm. The thing I liked about staying up at night was that it was super quiet. Like, no one else was awake. And it was just like a vibe. Truth is a bit skewered, but, that's fair, that's fair. Probably need more rest than, if you were fully recovered. Partner's 100% a night owl. Like, night is just such a vibe. No one bothers you at night because no one expects you to be up at like 3 a.m. You don't get work emails. Or work pings. I think that's like people's there's a definitely a trend in which people work a job, come home, and they're tired. But they stay up late anyway because they want to make up for time to relax. And then they end up going to work really tired. It's like the peacefulness of your own free time that you want, which is why people just stay up pretty late. Definitely shape your sleep schedule, but then you naturally want to go to sleep. Has to be a thing. Yeah, for sure, for sure. If you take your eyes off his schedule just for a moment, he will be awake until 5 a.m. and asleep until afternoon. Real. When you have no schedule, you always default to falling asleep 3 a.m. Revenge procrastination. Yes, revenge procrastination. That sounds right. Like, you really have to- it feels like you have to make up for it. For your free time. Oh, that was not Hazy Pass. The chapter stopped an hour ago. What was that one earlier? Um, I think it was either... Where are we? The song name was... We're at 121 right now. It was Sand Continent Sahara Town. Or Revelation Mountain. One of those two. Yeah, I know when I when I was in college, I absolutely liked to stay up until like 4 a.m. But now I can't stay up past like 1. Like, I just need to sleep at midnight. It could also be an age thing, but I firmly believe it's like me having a set sleep schedule. And I think the 1 a.m. push was because I got home from work like at midnight. Like, coming home from work, I was just always so tired too. And I would just immediately knock out when I got home. But now that I don't do that, I might sleep earlier, honestly. I might be like an 11 p.m. kind of sleeper. I find the mornings to be more peaceful now. Maybe it depends on the environment. And I do know a lot of people who are up, like, past, like, 9 a.m. And I guess that's when I get my notifications. Since I live in PST. But like 7 a.m., I guess if I... You like mornings, not early ones? I think morning is nice, but not the super early ones. Yeah. 10, 11? Yeah. Those were my favorite for a good while. Like, I think those were my high school hours of me waking up. Dude, my sleep schedule in high school was just so bad, though. There was a week where I just slept for 7 hours total. Or 13 hours total. For 1 full week. It was so bad. I had like 3 all-nighters. I tried to take a nap, but only got like 30 minutes in. I have a really hard time falling asleep, so... Like, even with the sleep deprivation, I could not fall asleep. I think we're good on predictions for the day. You try to sleep early, but next thing it's like 3 a.m. Yeah, I think it's a schedule adjustment thing. Because that's how I used to... I used to struggle like that too. Like, I would try to sleep early at like 11 p.m. Next thing I know, it's like 4 a.m. and I'm like tossing and turning for 5 hours. But when you get a set sleep schedule, I think your body does adjust. But again, insomnia is like not the easiest to recover from. Like, it could take a long while until that happens. You show up tired at school and you'd be told to just go to bed earlier, but you're already going to bed earlier than all your friends and throwing your social life upside down for it. I think people just don't get the go to bed the going to bed earlier concept. Like, bodies are different. Like, yeah, people who say that probably just haven't had insomnia. Getting used to sleeping at 10 p.m. Do kind of like mornings, maybe 3 a.m. just is a thing of the past. We're getting old. We're getting older. But yeah, it could also be, it could coincide with your work schedule too. If you have a schedule, then it's a lot easier to have your sleep schedule be impacted by it. Either you adapt to it or it impacts your sleep entirely. Find it hard to sleep due to health issues because your body is used to you staying up late in the mindset of sleeping really late. Yeah. I think it's a long adjustment period. I don't think it's just as easy as try to sleep earlier. I think it's a lot of body adjustments. Like, I think how I fixed mine was... It was the pandemic. I was looking for a job at the time. I was waking up at 6 a.m. and I believe I was sleeping at like... At first it was like 1 a.m. and then 6 a.m. And then I increased how much sleep I got, while trying to keep the morning wake up time as is. Little birdie, hello, hi. The body loves sticking to patterns. Yeah, for sure. I think we need variety, but also there are some constants as well. Like, definitely don't eat the same food every day, because constant is like a lot of too much of one thing is bad. But when it comes to like schedules, I think it's a body adjustment. Like when it comes to sleep. Just fix your sleep schedule because you had to get back to school. Ah. I hope your sleep schedule. How long did it take for you to fix that? Because I know I always struggled with fixing mine. If fatigue was the same as being sleepy, it would be easier. I agree with that. It's just like changing your diet and your metabolism goes, huh? Oh, true. Yeah, there are diets. Like, if you suddenly just go on keto, body's like, If you go from an extremely protein diet and then start eating a lot of fiber, your body's like, what? Eating the same things isn't just bad for nutrition, but apparently it also makes your gut bacteria overgrow the same ones too much, but you gotta have a diverse biome. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know about that detail. All I knew was that having too much of one thing was not good. Like a week or two? A week or two sounds right. For sleep schedule adjustments. I think there are some people who can just do it immediately, and I'm like, how do you do that? Like, they can adjust their schedule like that. They sleep early, and then they wake up early, and then they're like, okay, that's reset for the day, let's go. for the month, let's go. But some people also take longer, like it could be a month. Climb up to your stomach, dang. Aerodactyl, please! Good amount of resets today, though. I think we started at... What did we start at? Oh, 700. What the hell was that? What did I pick up? Oh well. Maybe it was one of those clues for the Galarian birds that I never did. I can pick it up again. You prepped a whole bunch of food right after you spoke to her? Yeah! I think the prep is, I think prepping is huge. I should also diversify my foods more. You mean you wake up at 6 sometimes, had coffee, and realized you had a paper to do most days? Oh. I kind of miss writing papers for school. That might be like a very me thing, but I really liked writing my essays. Wow, to see an ad going, it's only 10 euros when you know it used to be 4 to 6. Oh, like they're selling something and it used to be cheaper. I feel that too. Found it hard to sleep, have been told to try different things from doctors to help you sleep. Diet, exercise more. Even with insomnia, it's very hard for you to try to sleep and stay up for hours, then sleep through most of the day. I think you guys are good. No need to say the dumping part. Like, you guys are totally fine. Yeah, I think everyone's body's different. Like, even professionals, like, probably can't nail down exactly what it might be. Because every person's different. Every body is different. Every physical body. Channel that energy into making video essays for our Pokemon lore video. The thing about those kinds of videos, though, it just takes a lot of B-roll, and I'm just not a... I think that, like, even right now, my videos are post-commentary. The B-roll is, like, the biggest thing for me that takes so long. Also just taking a bunch of supplements before bed at this point. I know of melatonin. I have not tried the other stuff. Melatonin didn't feel like it helped though. So it was something else. I have realized I have days where I can nap, but most days I can't nap. And I think the days that I cannot nap, I am stressed about things to do, / feel anxious. And the days that I can nap, you know what, actually, no, I can't tell. Because I think when I can nap, I'm trying to dodge like something that's stressing me out. But if I'm like too stressed out, then I definitely can't nap. Because I'm just thinking about it. There's like a good middle ground, I guess. I don't know. Using a ton of melatonin and this mix of valerian, passion powder seems to work decently. That's good. I think the big thing is finding what works for you. It is easier for you to sleep when you're not supposed to than when you have to. 1,000 encounters! 1,000. Happy 1,000, chat. Maybe it's the pressure of having to feel like I have got to sleep now, because I know for a fact that when something is happening early in the morning and I have to sleep early, I struggle to fall asleep. Like, I'm going on a trip early in the morning. I cannot sleep the night before. If I'm going on a trip, like, in the later afternoon, I know I'm gonna wake up by then, so I don't have trouble sleeping. "4 hours Torchic's sprite head lore. This is why Torchic's head is huge! Here's to 1,000 more. No! I don't want 1,000 more. Pincer took too long. I want to catch up. Cutting out caffeine, which is when you started drinking decaf tea, which does help you feel sleepy in the evenings. Oh, that's good. I stopped drinking, like, caffeinated things overall. Because, I just had way too many nights where I struggled sleeping. So I was just like, if I cut out caffeine, I should be probably fine. And most nights I am now. Some nights, though, I absolutely am not. I had... You know what? I had a little sip of alcohol the other day, and it was like at night, and I drank it like kind of tired already, but my friend made it and it was very, very tasty, so I just want to have a bit more. But I only had like maybe this much, and it wasn't anything strong either. Like this much on like a glass this wide. And it wasn't anything strong, but it woke me up. I was sleepy that night. I had been working on something for, I want to say 10 hours straight. And then I drank a little bit, and then I just, like, woke up. So I don't know if it impacts sleep. I heard it's supposed to help you sleep. But it seems to not for me. Somehow feels very sleepy from coffee. I think that also depends on the person, because I have had times where caffeine has made me tired. In the past. Ever since you have meds that lowered your heart rate, you sleep deeper, falling asleep is not easy, but you find it is better. Oh, that's good, that's good. I'm starting to get hungry. I think we might hit, probably not 1,050. We'll probably hit like 1,030 by the end of stream. Maybe 40. Come on, Aerodactyl, you can shine! Anyway, that was an interesting conversation, actually. That one was actually really interesting. It went from crayon candles to sleep schedules. 4-hour video essay torching, my gosh. There have been some video essays I've thought of, but I think if I were to make something, I would like someone to help me with research. Because I want to make sure that things are super in-depth. And I think I can research, like, surface level to, like, a good middle level, but the deepest stuff, I feel like I could very, very easily miss. Which makes sense, it's like the deeper stuff. Need your tea, need your tea. I think, decaffeinated green tea still has some caffeine? But if you get chamomile, favorite flower, chamomile. If you get chamomile, I think that one's straight up non-caffeinated. If you want an absolute no caffeine approach. Energy drinks? Oh, I'm thankful I never liked energy drinks. I have never liked energy drinks. British, you don't do coffee. Chat, I was looking at some Pokemon anime lore yesterday. Apparently, the original- Hi Crunch, yes. Apparently the original writer for Pokemon, like Indigo League, Johto, and stuff, apparently Ash's dad was supposed to be like a deadbeat and was not a good trainer at all. But Ash's mom lied to Ash because he didn't want him to be disappointed in his- she didn't want him to be disappointed in his father and to chase his dreams and stuff. I also heard that apparently the series was supposed to end with a Pokemon rebellion, with Pikachu leading and Meowth as an ambassador? For some kind of rebellion. There's a third detail. This one's like a more minor thing, but apparently Pokemon was supposed to... The anime was supposed to have... a rule for gym leaders. Like, if they lose 3 gym battles in a row, they get fired. What the heck is the source? I read this on Reddit, so take this with a grain of salt. But apparently the writer is... The writer did... They were the type of person to have that approach. Didn't they almost have a rebellion in the first movie? Kind of? Like Mewtwo. Mewtwo did. But yeah, the writer was... They definitely would have had... He definitely would have had the brains and the will to do that. But take it with a grain of salt, because that's what I read. But, what was the writer's name again? Pokemon Indigo League writer. Takeshi Shudo. You eat the salt? Oh, look at that guy. Little pink guy. Officer Jenny did what? Oh my gosh, I was watching... My friend just put up a random episode of Johto League. And it was, like, the episode where Professor Elm loses Totodile and Team Rocket just takes it. And Officer Jenny's at the front of the Elm Research Lab, doing her job, investigating the crime scene. And then Ash is just like, oh, we gotta go in there. So he runs in. And then Brock and Misty follow him. And Jenny's like, wait, you can't go in there. But she doesn't do anything. She doesn't, like, follow up with them to stop them. Like, they end up inside and she's, like, standing there like, oh well. What job, she was bad at it. That's why I put the quotations around it. Because she's supposed to, like, she's supposed to keep people from entering the crime scene, right? She did not do that job. You can't have a cop and a kid show be realistic, you know. Yeah, that's fair. Pokemon ending. Takeshi Shudo had vastly different dark endings in mind for the series. Shudo actually wanted to have an ending for Ash's story instead of a purgatory for being 10 forever. I want like a source for this too, because I'm just seeing a lot of these on Reddit, but oh, Dr. Lava. It was a Dr. Lava share thing. Original plan was to show Ash as an old man looking back at his past. He remembers the adventures he had as a child and thinks back on the friendship and coexistence he had with other people, something he never experienced as an adult. Ash suddenly hears his mother's voice waking him up and he becomes a young boy again who is about to go on an adventure. It isn't about catching Pokemon or becoming a Pokemon master, but it's to discover the meaning of existence itself and how to coexist with others again. So that's one of the endings. Wait, elderly Ash is reincarnated as his younger self to learn the meaning of life. This kind of reminds me of the, wasn't there a Pokemon movie? I think it was the Marshadow one. I didn't watch it. But, Ash ends up in a parallel dimension without Pokemon having ever existed. And then he sees, like, traces of Pikachu in his mind. Like, oh, this was my life. Am I tripping? That was a thing, right? Anyway, the second idea involves a Pokemon revolt, as they realize they are being used as slaves. Pikachu would have been the leader of the revolt and would have turned on Ash. The task of restoring the relationship between humans and Pokemon would have fallen to Team Rocket, as Meowth would have been able to mediate between the two sides, but they would have messed it up. But, and to be fair, early Pokemon, they did not expect it to be like this huge family-friendly franchise that does super well. So this could have happened. That was the original vision. But I'm sure things were changed over time. Like, he was still the writer. But I'm sure the company was like, let's make it more kid-friendly for now, and then we'll see how it goes. Darker than what appeared on screen as it can be seen in the novel that he wrote about the series. Okay, so this is from his novel, which has some sad subject matters, like gym leaders struggling to pay the bills. Oh my gosh. Ash's mother hating his father for walking out on them. It's possible that Shudo's vision could have made its way to the screen, but the numerous delays coupled with the exploding popularity of the franchise meant that its dark ending for Pokemon was never meant to be. Yeah, I think if Pokemon didn't blow up, that could have been a thing. Another timeline. That's crazy to think about, huh? Anyway, I didn't miss a shiny Aerodactyl, right? If gym leaders getting fired really makes sense, also Adventure Time could have to be dead Pokemon could have made it work. True. Gym leaders getting- I think gym leaders getting fired was a thing in the scope of, I gotta pay my bills. Having that one guy on the board going, but what if is far from the show almost did this. No, that's fair. That is fair. The thing is that I think in the scope that the writer throughout all of Indigo League had that as the original I can't speak. Had that as the original idea is pretty crazy. But again, like the 90s were so different. Pokemon back then was just so different. In the end, gym leaders are there to test trainers, so that's fine, but you feel like Elite Four can totally shift around trainers. I agree with that. The Elite Four could swap around. I think that would have been cool. I think Pokemon would be significantly different. At least anime-wise. Maybe the whole franchise, actually. I mean, if it went down that if it went down that route, the franchise would definitely be different. That's crazy. It has been decades since, so themes, etc. are way more established. Yeah. I feel like the Pokemon Adventures manga takes a darker route too. So the anime could have had a similar approach. I think if the manga came out before the anime, it would have had it would have been different. And it also kind of just changes according to what the modern media culture of Japan wants to see. Yeah. I agree with that. It feels like Adventures has always had a little more freedom, almost. I do agree with that. Adventures has... I mean, the anime does branch away from the games in its own way as well. But Adventures definitely goes more of a dark route. But I like the uniqueness of it. Like, you can see the little Pokemon in the Pokeballs. In the manga. You can communicate with them in there. I like that the Pokeballs actually break if you try to use them. Gonna be blasting off. Have a good end of the stream. Thank you, Dusty. Have a good rest of day. Honestly, I think I'm gonna do 3 more encounters anyway. And then hop off. I ran like a 2.5-hour stream. I think tomorrow will hit... Tomorrow's Friday, right? Yeah. I think tomorrow will hit full odds if we don't get it today. Within these next 3. Also, I think I was speaking way more today than the other days, so my throat's getting tired. Good conversations, though. This was actually a fun chat. I mean, the other days are fun, too. But I feel like I had more to say today. Whoa. The smoke. Also, Cranch wants out of the room, and he's like laying there and looking at me and meowing sometimes, so as soon as the next Aerodactyl's done, I will let him out. He's just staring at the door now. He's looking at me and then looking at the door and then looking at me. You're very cute. $1,040. Last one today. And I think we can start the prediction at the end of stream, or beginning of stream tomorrow. It's for a good 60, and then start doing, like, normal numbers. Anyway. No Aerodactyl today. We're approaching charm odds. Not quite there yet, but we're getting pretty close. I just hope it's not a 5,000 encounter Aerodactyl. Good news, Cranch. It wasn't a shiny. Yeah, if it was a shiny, I would be here longer. And he looks at me and I look at him, and he looks at me and I look at him. But thank you for hanging out, chat. I will see you tomorrow, 6 AM PST, if you want to watch. Yes. If you want to watch me watch the Nintendo Direct. And then regular time, 11 AM for Mega Evolution. Bye, chat. Take care. Get water. Get food. Sleep. Do a flip. Good night, every European. Good night, every European. Good morning, every American. No, it's afternoon now.